guys! Okay, so if I upload everything correctly as I was meant to, I will have uploaded another video at the same time as this. And it's basically about a program I am joining called Patreon. By the time this video is up I may have already done that, I might have already had it set up. But basically, yeah, join something called Patreon. If you want to know more about it, then watch the other video. And in the other video I said I would upload... Sorry, I am not comfortable. There we go. I'm really fidgety all the time, and before I get into the actual point of this video, the other night there, I'm not sure what night it was, I'm completely lost, but I've been having kind of stressful day, you know, like I was just having one of those days where everything had me kind of like highly emotional, and so to cheer myself up, then I'd ordered some food, so we ordered like pizza and like cheesy chips or whatever. So the guy got here and I was like, right, that's great, so I took it inside and then opened it up, and it turned out he'd sent the wrong thing. And I didn't realise it had been like lightly raining, by the way, like, you know, like kind of like misty rain, like where it's just like the tiniest drizzle. I didn't realise that had been happening, so I thought it was the wrong thing, and I knew the guy hadn't drove away because I could hear him just close the door. So I would go running out to try to tell him that he'd brought the wrong thing, and like full on cartoon character slipped, as in like, you know, my foot, like, you know, both my feet flew out from underneath me. I went flying up into the fucking air backwards and landed on my head, my ass, and my lower back, and kind of like my elbow, my hand. I don't really know, is there a bruise there? Yeah, there's a bruise there, and my hand as well, and I don't know, I think my hand's bruised, can you see that? Like there? Ow. Yeah, I don't know what way I landed, but basically I was in so much pain. Like my head really hurt, my butt and my back and my elbows, like I can't lean on it, I don't know what I've done, but it's awful. And then, because I didn't want to worry the delivery guy too much, he already looked horrified, by the way, and he's desperately trying to get out of his car to see if that's okay, so I was like, okay, I don't want him to worry, so I'll just laugh. So there I am, lying on the fucking floor after just cracking my head, laughing my ass off hysterically, because this was the only way I could think of just to make him not panic. So I just lay there on the floor laughing for a while. He must have thought I was absolutely pissed. I was not. I was stone cold sober, but he must have thought that I was some crazy drunkard who had just come running out for no reason and then slipped and just almost killed myself. But yeah, after all that, then, you know, I explained that he had brought the wrong thing, he brought it back, so that was nice enough. But, you know, my luck kind of ran out. First, you know, him bringing the wrong food and then that happening, so yeah. I don't remember why I started telling that story. That's why, because I'm fidgeting because my butt hurts. That's why I told that story. Right, where was I before I got onto that then? Hold on, I'm thirsty. Okay, so yeah, the other video, I uploaded another video, that's what my hand. Okay, I uploaded another video about the Patreon thing, and in that I said I would upload a vlog, because basically it was explained that I am going to have to do something about work, so that this is kind of just a catch-up vlog with you guys, things that have been going on. So yeah, as explained in the other video, I am at the point where I am really going to have to either quit my job altogether or try to convince them to give me part-time hours, because it's just not working out for me. I've tried for a long time to just stick through it and stuff. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get used to it, maybe it'll get better. It hasn't, and it's just, I am so miserable. Like, it's not that, I don't know, I think it's just that line of work. It's not like I hate the company or I hate this or I hate that, it's just, I can't do that all day. I have too much going on in my head to just sit and do the same, go to that place day after day doing the same thing over and over again. I just can't do it, and it's like gotten me so miserable, and it's like affecting every part of my life. It's just ruining everything. Like, it's made, like, you know, obviously I'm crying all the time, just kind of moping around. It has made me like so stressed out that I am like physically unwell. I tried going to the doctors, like people suggest like, oh, why don't you go to the doctors? I did. She gave me tablets to try that like were meant to help. They did not. They did not, like, she said that you should start to see like, you know, the sort of effects within 2 weeks. I stayed on them for 3 weeks. There was absolutely no change to how I felt, like in terms of like, you know, I didn't feel better, I still felt upset, I still felt miserable, I still felt like my life was going nowhere basically, so I still felt just as bad mentally, but I was incredibly ill all the time as well. One of the side effects was like being like really nauseous and stuff and dizzy and just generally sick, and that was meant to last a couple of days. That lasted the whole 3 weeks. I missed, I don't know how many days of work, like it must be like well over a week of work altogether, probably more, so that's, I don't know how much money, like my paycheck comes through at the end of this month and it's gonna have a big chunk missing after that. So yeah, after I got to the 3-week point and just I was like, John, I don't even care. And I'd been trying to make an appointment with the doctor as well to see her again, like these aren't working, you know, what should I do? They couldn't give me an appointment for all sorts of stupid reasons, so I was like, right, don't fuck it, I'm not taking these anymore. So I stopped taking them. Immediately physically felt better, like I didn't have the side effects anymore, but obviously I'm still very unhappy at work, but at least I'm not like sick all the time now, because that was ridiculous. So I have been to the doctors, I tried going down that route, it failed, and I know with things like that you sometimes have to try a couple of medications, but I really don't want to be on any sort of medication in the first place. I don't, because like, you know, you can like, I don't want to be on one, but I decided to try it out. It didn't go well, and I can't really afford to just keep on trying lots of tablets that are going to make me sick and like sticking all these chemicals in my body that just make me unwell, and I'm missing loads of work and losing out loads of money. And because of all the sick days, work has now told me, okay, we're extending your probation and you're not allowed to have another sick day for 3 months. I'm like, because you know, that's something I can control. So, ooh, I'm sorry. But yeah, so I've been to the doctors, tried to go down that route, it didn't work. And it's got to the point where I just can't really deal with it. Like, I make fun of it, I do make fun of it, I'm like, boo-hoo, you know, I hate work, but it is making me like shockingly miserable, and I don't like it. Oh God, I'm gonna try not to cry. This is one big problem I have, is even if, like right now I'm not feeling upset, I feel okay, but no matter who I'm talking to, even if I'm talking to a camera, if I try to talk about my feelings in any way, I'll start fucking crying. Like, it's weird because I don't feel sad, but my eyes are just like, it's time to cry. So that's another sort of problem. Trying to talk to doctors or trying to talk to work about being sad just doesn't go well, because then I seem like an absolute fucking nutcase sitting there sobbing within a few minutes of trying to speak, so it's like, ugh. But what was I saying? Yes, no, yeah, it's made me into like this really miserable person who no one, like, I can imagine no one really wants to be around, because, you know, it's draining. Oh, my boyfriend's home. Yeah, so I really need to be more focused. This is another thing, it's just got my head all over the show. But yeah, no, so it's like, it is upsetting because it's making this like a really miserable, mopey person that I can imagine is really hard to be around. It's making it hard for me to get stuff done that I promise people I'll do, and like, as I'm sure you guys know, even like, you know, responding to messages and stuff even seems like the biggest challenge in the world, just because I'm like so sad. And it's really hard to like respond to you guys and be like, yay, and happy and upbeat, and you know, because I want to like respond to you happily, but whenever I just feel like a big old mope, then it's really difficult. And I don't know, I suppose it just gets me down because I've always been like a really happy person. I'm just like, I am a big happy goofball. I'm always smiling and bouncy and, you know, let's do this, let's do that, and, you know, all like joyous and stuff. But, you know, this is making me into like a big miserable there and I don't like it, and it really upsets me, so I'm just kind of, I want to be me again, you know? Okay, yeah, so yeah, like I said, I want to be me again. I feel like I've lost myself along the way here with this. All I really feel like I do is work, and then time just goes too fast because I spend all my time waiting for the day to end, and then I'm waiting for the week to end. You know, the day to end so I can go to work, then I'm waiting for the week to end so I can get out, you know, and do stuff with my friends. I'm waiting for the month to end for my paycheck to come through so I can do stuff again. And before I know it, it's what, almost August now? Like, what? When the hell did that happen? I know time always kind of goes fast, but it's never went this fast. Like, whenever I didn't have a job, like, yeah, it sucked, you know, I didn't really have a lot of money and stuff, but it's like, at least I had time. And it's something you take for granted, like, you know, everyone's trying to get a job, and like, obviously you need a job, like, that's something that's necessary, which is why this is a bit of a problem. But like, Christ, like, having this job that makes me so upset has really made me appreciate the small things. I am so sorry, oh my god. Ugh. But yeah, I just like, I find myself wanting to quit a lot, like, now, just even for the small things, like, you know, like, think of all the books I can read and the movies I can watch and all the games that I can play and stuff, and like, I can go out to the park and feed the birds and stuff, because this is all just things that I don't have time to do anymore, and whenever I do have the time, I'm too sad to do them. I just kind of lie around, so it's just like little things like that. It's like, I could go to the park, seems like the most exciting thing in the world, like having the time and the opportunity to do that, and like going to the museum and stuff, like even just like sitting and watching movies and stuff for a day, you know, like that seems like, wow, I could do that. So it's just, you know, and like another thing that's like really upset me is I realised that, like, you know, I used to, like, before YouTube or anything, I've always been an alternative model. That's who I am online, that's what I do. And, you know, before it was always like I'd have to like do a lot of photo shoots, you know, I'd usually do at least one a week, and like, you know, at least one professional one a week for quite a while whenever I was younger, and then I make myself sound really old. People always ask what age I am, and the answer generally is younger than you think. But yeah, so I used to, like, you know, do them really, really often and stuff, like usually once a week, and I'd go out and take my own like pictures and stuff, like, you know, like my own little creative projects, and I haven't done a single photo shoot this year. Like that probably seems like something a bit silly to be upset about to some people, but like that really upset me when I realised it's like, you know, that's what I like to do. I like, you know, going out and taking pictures and, like, you know, just putting that out there and stuff, and I haven't done that at all this year because I've been working, or, you know, I've been just like, anytime I'm not working, I'm either too sad to do anything or, you know, being too busy. So it's just, I haven't done a single photo shoot this year, and that's kind of like, oh, okay. It's just like, it's kind of like affecting every part of my life. Like, it's not just affecting me either, it's, you know, affecting the people that know me. But, you know, like, it's not just me that has to deal with it, it's a lot of people. It's, you know, the people I work with. It's not like you should see me at work, Jesus. But yeah, it's the people I work with, it's my family, you know, my parents and stuff, my boyfriend, my friends, you know, it affects all of them as well. Yeah, so yeah, you know, it's not just me it's affecting, like, even if it is really irrational and it's not something to be worried about, I still just, fucking hell, I still just have this fear that I'm going to lose the people that are important to me, you know? Right, got through that sentence eventually. So yeah, even if it's something like, you know, like, that probably seems stupid to a lot of people, and like, it probably seems even stupid to, like, you know, the people who are important to me, but that's something I'm afraid of, because, like, you know, who wants to be around a sobbing lunatic, basically, is my thought on things. So it's just like, oh, it's just, can't really do it anymore, I just can't. So yeah, that is what's going on with the job side of things. I'm sorry, that was like a whole big pathetic ramble, but yeah, so that's why I'm joining up this Patreon thing, if you were wondering. So now you know, and the link to that video, I'll put it like in the description box and like over here or something like that, if I remember to. It'll definitely be in the description box, I don't know if I'll remember to put it in the video. But yeah, so let's like move on from like all that, like, I'm all croaky and everything. Let's move on from that and talk about fun things, back to being happy and fun, because that's what this channel is meant to be, but every now and again I just have to have a little bit of a sob. So yeah, so like whenever I haven't been miserable in work, I've been booking off as much time as possible. I don't know how many of my holidays I've used, but I've just booked off loads, and been just kind of having fun with friends. I never remember to record it, but me and, let me think on usernames. On YouTube she is Peach Milky Tea. Me and Peach Milky Tea from YouTube have been hanging out a lot and stuff, like, you know, me and my boyfriend, her and her boyfriend, and last weekend there so not the ones just past, because the ones just past she was down here and we played some games, but the weekend before that we were up at her boyfriend's house, well, her boyfriend's mum's house, who lives like right on the beach up in Bangor, and sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm fine, okay. Yeah, she lives up in the beach in Bangor and stuff, so we went and stayed there for the weekend, and it was a lot of fun, you know, like we made some cocktails and stuff, and everyone but me got drunk as usual, and then we played like a lot of games and stuff, like we were playing Tekken Tag Tournament 2, because you can play 4-player on that, and it was like absolutely insane. Like we all get very competitive, and it is a bit unfair because like Jake's been playing since he was like tiny, and me and Sophie only started playing this year, But yeah, we got really into it, and then like, you know, there was 1 or 2 times where we'd like beat, but because it was, you know, the girls versus the boys, and we beat the boys like 5-1 or something, and like they raged so bad, and we were like the worst winners. We were like parading around the house singing "We Are the Champions." That's not a joke, like we actually were singing "We Are the Champions" and being quite obnoxious, but it was so much fun. And then we also like walked down the beach and like right around through this bit like where it's all like rocky hills, like all with like the path is only like this wide and it's all like bushes and trees and plants and stuff, and which was funny because like me, Jake and Sophie's boyfriend all really like nature. Sophie does not. Nature was attacking her and she didn't seem to be enjoying it, but we still had a really fun day. So we got like some food and stuff and we went like the whole way down there, and we got to like this little part where it's all rocky, and we climbed down to the rock pools, and I didn't have flat shoes with me, I just had my platforms because that's what I always wear. And you know, it was like those really jaggedy sort of like razory rocks and stuff, and it was like really steep, and I didn't want to risk kind of climbing around my little platform, Mary Jane's down that. So, but there's rock pools at the bottom and there's like crabs in them, and I wanted to see the crabs and the little fish, so I didn't care about the pain. I took off my shoes and climbed down the barnacly sharp razor rocks, and got there eventually and stuff. So we were down there, and I was kind of like standing in the water, so it was like a little, like quite a big rock pool, and I was standing in the water, and at first, you know, it didn't seem like a lot was going on, but then like Jake had like broken open a limpet and threw in like, you know, the limpet meat, and then like one kind of crab came out and grabbed it, and then like after a little while there were just loads of crabs, and like some of them were really big. One was like this size, which is like quite big for like a little rock pool in Northern Ireland, and they were like, you know, a whole bunch of them were fighting and like chasing each other and stuff and just being all crazy. And I was like, you know, poking the little ones, and I caught like a little hermit crab and I had him in my hand, and he was like hiding at first, and he kind of like came out, and it's really cool. I was like, oh my god, hermit crab. I get really excited about things like that, like I was having so much fun. And then at one point, like I'd been standing there for like, it must be at least half an hour at this point, and I think everyone else had kind of climbed back up the rocks for a while. I was the only one there, and then like the big crab, like the biggest one we'd seen, like came storming out, and he like stormed over to my foot and just like walked along the top of it, and I was like, oh my god, there's like a giant fucking crab on my foot, and he like walked across it, and then like after he got off he kind of stopped and like turned around, looked at it, like, the fuck was that? And I was like, please don't bite my toes. But then like Mitch had came down at that point and stuff, so he like ran into the seaweed. So we fed the crabs some more limpets. We're still waiting for this really big one to come out, but like he was too afraid by Mitch's shadow. So we like kind of waited for a while, and then we decided to try to catch him. So I like stuck my hand into the seaweed. I don't know what it is, I have like this real fear of seaweed. It's like one of the few things I'm afraid of. Seaweed is something I'm afraid of. So I like stuck my hand in, and like I didn't get nipped or anything, like nothing, like there was no like pinchy grab or anything. But whatever was in the sea, something grabbed me, and that was it. Like I let out like this horrible like horrible shriek and stuff, and Sophie and Jake were like up on the rocks, like, what the hell just happened? I'm like, something grabbed me. I put my hand in the seaweed and something grabbed me, and no more of that. So yeah, that was really fun. And then we went back to the house for a while and played games again. And then in the evening we went back down to the beach and stuff. But like, and plus like throughout the day at the beach, me and Sophie had been collecting shells. So we collected loads of shells. She got like lots of little pretty shiny ones, and I got some of the shiny ones as well. And then I was also collecting like other fun stuff I found. So I got like a whole bunch of like, you know, crab claws. So I got like a whole bunch of like crab claws and crab shells, and I found like a mermaid's purse, which is like the sack that shark eggs are stored in. So I found one of those, and I was like, oh my god, awesome. And like different little fossil-y things, and we found like this weird like creepy burnt Barbie, and it was just so like terrifying that I had to have it, so I brought that home as well. It's all still out in the bag outside, I haven't sorted it out. So yeah, I just like collected all sorts of like weird stuff, and I think I found like a bit of bone and stuff. I was hoping to find like some full like skeletons or like a skull or something, because you know, like a lot of like birds and stuff would die at the beach. I didn't really, I just found like one little piece of something. I also found something really strange to find on a beach. We were walking along and I looked down, I don't even know how I managed to spot it, but I found this like big cool moth. I was like, what the hell? It was like dead, unfortunately, but like, you know, it was completely submerged in the water and kind of like half buried in sand. So I like scooped it out, and it's like, you know, it didn't break or anything. And like the bottom was all like red and stuff, and like the top like was really cool, looked all leopard print, and I was like, oh my god. So I like brought that home, dried it out, and it's upstairs. I'm gonna try to pin it, and you know, like get these entomology pins and stuff, because I have some. I just need to get like a thing to keep it in. But I found that and stuff, and it turns out it's a garden tiger moth, which is stupid because it looked like a leopard. Like, that really annoyed me. I was like, why is it a tiger moth? It looks like a leopard, obviously. But yeah, it's one of those, so I was like, I thought that was really cool. But yeah, so we had loads of fun with that, and then like I said, we went back down in the evening again and collected some more shells, and like we were skipping rocks. Well, I tried to, I only managed to do it once, I was really bad at it, and I think Sophie couldn't really do it either, she only did it once or twice. The boys were doing it loads and stuff, and they got like some really long, like, you know, skips. Ew. But yeah, they got like loads of really long skips and stuff, and yeah, it was really nice just like standing on the beach watching the sunset, skipping stones and collecting shells and stuff, and it was just lovely. And it's like amazing weekends like that make it even harder to go back to work. It's like, I just had this really amazing time, why am I going back to this place that I hate? So yeah, but like just like things like that have been really fun. I'd really like it if you check out the whole Patreon thing to see if you get someone you'd be interested in supporting me in. And yeah, so that's my probably very, very long vlog. Sorry about that, but it feels like a long time since I've just sat down and catched up, like had a catch up with you guys, so caught up with you guys, that would be. So I thought I'd just, you know, have a ramble. Hopefully it wasn't too boring, hopefully you enjoyed it. I have a lot of fun videos coming up. I have like tutorials and reviews and all sorts of stuff. It's just a case of, as I say, getting it down with the laptop and everything. It's a nightmare, but I'll try my best, and they're coming soon. And I'm going to be doing some fun videos with Sophie as well. So yeah, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you in my next video. Remember to comment, like, subscribe and all that, and share it with your friends and do all those things. And I'll see you next time. Bye!